Hey everyone, welcome back to WebLearns. I'm your host, and today we are diving into one of the most powerful yet underused features in Odoo, server action. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what is server action is, why you need it, and how to create one with a real working example. So let's start it. And guys, if you missed previous discussion about how to apply security groups in field level, views level, right, in the menu level, please check that tutorial, and the link is also given in the description. If you want to learn more about Odoo, you can visit the WebLearns channel. Under the courses, you can see this is the main playlist of the Odoo 17, 18 and 19 development, and right now we are working with Odoo 19th version. And if you want to learn more about Odoo with the topic wise, you can visit the home page, and here you can see Odoo 17, 18, 19 development tutorial. You can see here different types of playlist available with the topic wise. Alright, so guys, if you didn't subscribe this channel, please subscribe. It will help me a lot, plus you will get the latest notification about the upcoming sessions. So here, what exactly is a server action? In simple terms, a server action is a backend automation trigger in Odoo. It allows you to run Python code, update fields value, send emails, call methods, or even execute SQL, all triggered by a button click scheduled action or an automation rule. Think of it like this: inside of writing a full wizard or a complex button hardly, right? Like this, right? Like I'm trying to add here anything, right? The data and all, and instead of doing here front end, but it will specifically works the same scenario in the backend using the server action. This feature come to the picture. So how it works, right? So first thing is we have to active the developer mode, right? We can go to the settings. In the general settings, we have to click to this button, right? Well, I already activated the developer mode, but still let me show you here that part, right? So let me deactivate the developer mode. Let me go to here, and now you can see active the developer mode. Then after you can see this technical, right? Then actions, and under the actions you can see here server actions, and you can see here list of existing server actions is available. So question is, why use server actions, right? So here, run a Python code or snippet on one or many records, right? So that type of server action we can use here: execute code, update fields values in bulk without writing a wizard, right? So that means we can use here this update record, create or link records automatically. So for that we can use this create record, trigger actions from automation rules, or add them as a contextual action buttons on a list or a form view. So they are fast to create, easy to maintain, and perfect for admin level customizations without modifying source code, right? Now you can see here in the screen we have many type of server action is available. You have to, like, let's say you can create a duplicate records, create activities, send mails and SMS, add followers, remove followers, execute code. Here you can, let's say, add Python code. I mean the Python code, actual code we can write here, send webhook notification and multi-action, right? So in this case, I'm not trying to give you all this type of server actions example, but let me show you one simple example so you will understand what it is and what is the purpose. Okay, all right. So in Odoo 19 supports this type of server actions. All right, now let's build one right now. We will create a server action on cell order model, right? So let me go to here in duplicate. Let me go to cells, and here you can see I have, let's say, 30 cells order, you see, right? Let me show you here. Here you can see like this, right? The chatter message here, let's say for this or the selected cells order, I want to add here a specific message through the server action, how can I do it, right? So this is the example I'm going to show you with the easy way. So first thing is we have to go to here in the server actions, click to create new, right? And here we can say, let's say chatter simple message. So this is the pure, let's say human readable action name you can provide. So don't confuse here, don't give here the technical name, because sometimes what happen is it will automatically display here, right? Instead of this send an email, this is let's say we provide, let's say the Odoo team provides here a technical name instead of this human readable name. So maybe the thing is users also don't understand what is the purpose, right? So those are the let's say server actions, but provided by the Odoo, right? Oh, well, not only the server actions here, right? So chatter simple message, right? Then after we have to provide here the model sell order. You can search like this, or you can directly use here the model name, so it will automatically available like this, right? And still if you confused, you can directly search more, right? And you can see the actual model, and that model description, the name is available here, right? Sell order, right? Another thing is if you want to like restrict the server action to the specific group only, the security groups, then you can just assign here that specific group, that's it. So those groups only can see this action in this model, right? So type we selected execute code, and usage is server action, right? So you can see schedule action and the server action both have the difference, but I will show you about the main difference between the schedule action and the server action in our later upcoming sessions. Now here maybe you will confuse like what I have to write here, right? So you can go to simple help, and here you can see by default this is the keywords we can directly use here, okay? So let's say environment, let's say we don't need to use here self.env, then after the model name we can directly use here env in a bracket the model name. We don't need to use here self, because if whenever you are using self, so that means self is not recognized by this server action, right? In the in the backend side. So for that they have like the specific types of, oh, so you can see here this is the best example, env and then after the model name, okay? And then after let's say the method, let's say the fields whatsoever you can call or update, all right? Then after the record or the records, so here if you access, like let's say you want to access the records here, right, the selected records from the list view or from the form view, then you can use directly the record. But here the main difference is the record only contains one record, but records contains more than one record. So always we have to use records, right? Because what we are trying to achieve is we can select multiple sales order, right? And then after we can go to the actions, and our actions should be visible here, and we can click that action. So what happened is that action automatically recognize these three, the user selected this three sales order, and it will perform the specific logic we have provided in the code, all right? So that is the main purpose of the records. Let's say you have like a date and time related operations you want to perform, then you can use like this. Also you can compare the float compare, right? You can also mention the logs in the chatter, right? You can also not in the chatter, but the chatter you can add here, this one you can create also logs, right? You can also raise the exceptions also using user exception. Then after you can also use the special commands, right, for the one to many and many to many. Then after you can also return actions, right, using the action as a keyword. Then after you can also notify Postgres for cron calls or retrigger using like this. You can see here the basic example it's given here, but we will not use this example. This is for your information, and let's say you really don't know and you want to perform some operations, this is the best example, right? Well, I'm leaving this one to you. You can just spare some 4 to 5 10 minutes time, right? You can read it, what is the purpose, and then after you can jump to here. Now here what we can do is like for, let's say, single record, right? So we don't need to use the record because this keyword already reserved by the server action, you can see here. So for that, let's say cell order in records, right? And then after, let's say cell underscore order message underscore post body, and we can say like hello, like a percentage s comma, and let's say cell underscore order dot name. We can directly use because it gives us a record set. Okay, and that's it. Let me save. So this is the error message, right? I have done some wrong thing. So instead of this comma, I have to write down here the percentage sign, right? So, and now let me go to here, refresh the page, right? And once I will open the form view, you can see here that this chatter simple message, right? It's not available here. Let's check here in the list view. So it's also not available here, right? But why? So it's actually restricted by default until unless you can click to this create contextual action. Okay, and once you done that part and once you refresh the screen, so let's say I will try to select sales order. Once I click, and now you can see here chatter simple message, right? This is the first one. Second one is in the form view, you can also see chatter simple message, right? And let's see here. Right now you can see only one chatter is available, right? Sales order is created on this date. Now if I will click to here, so it says hello, and this is the order name, right? We have mentioned, so it will automatically trigger the that server action and it will execute that particular code. And you see hello and the name, right? Let's say if I will add here, I will select here, let's say 5 different sales order, right? And once I click, so it's perform the message, and you can see here we can't see here the multiple sales order. The thing is we already mentioned here through the for loop, right? So one by one a chatter message display. You see this is the 32 order, right? 31 and so on, right? And let me show you one more time here. Chatter, see, it's available like this way. So I hope you understood a basic concept about the server action, and that's it. Server actions are one of those tools that every Odoo developer and functional consultant should have in their toolkit. That's fast, flexible, and requires zero development. And our next session would be how we can create the same server action through our custom module, right? So see you in our next session. And yes, if you still have any doubt related to this topic, please comment below, and see you in our next session.